Alright, so we are going to be backtesting the entirety of June now that June has finished. Just got off of a trip, so let's try this. So let me just explain like my methodology and what I'm trying to do better. So for this session we are going to be doing PD trace and classic trades only. Now what I was really lacking on before, especially like the past 2 weeks I've been losing a lot, is understanding market structure and how trend kind of plays into it. So I'm just going to show my analysis. This is going to be a little bit of a lengthier backtesting video than the previous ones. So let's continue. Let's just mark out what it's looking like. Okay, so we clearly pushed up quite a lot, but then we also have this. Now, I'm going to, what is that level? Move this over here. So you can see it's kind of like a little bit of an area of chop, and then we push up very strongly, but now we're starting to clearly make a bit of a downtrend. So as you can see, that's why I wrote small downtrend favor shorts. Alright, so we are going to try to take shorts off of this level. If we get a retrace over here, let's see, 922. Okay, we need to move this level a little bit lower. 922. Actually, yeah, this level should be fine. Or if we were to play shorts off of another level, what is the nearest close level? Because what I'm thinking is if I had a level around here, yeah, somewhere like that, and we could do price pushes, retraces, and then we enter in on that to take shorts. Now, of course, it would have to push quite a bit past that. Now, I will acknowledge that we have quite a bit of an imbalance to the upside. Now, the imbalance, we were in a bullish trend, but we also have quite a lot of imbalance to the downside, and on top of that, we're in a bearish trend as of late. So we broke this bullish trend with this, like, you know, lower, higher low. Wait a second, I'm tripping. Anyways, we're in bearish. So this is what we're looking for right over here. Let's say something like this. Alright, now let's make it like 2x. Wait, pause. Right now, I'm gonna wait for a retrace. And this is very much like a velocity trade. But you know, I mean, like, I can't exactly do much about that. So, yeah. Alright. Now, is there any retrace? No, it looks like, okay, it looks like we low-key just, like, it just went without us. Alright. It's a good little retrace. Alright. It's kind of stalling. Not exactly pushing in either direction. Okay. Alright, so I will go in shorts right here. I think I put, oh, I put a 40-point stop. Okay. Well, I guess we can backtest with that. And I put a 70-point. Okay, if it takes up this wick, then I will put it to break even. Alright, so low-key looks like we lost this trade. Now, it's clear that we did have some bearish movement. We're clearly trying to go lower, but it might just be a little bit overextended. And of course, my entry is not very good. It's not very precise. And on a continuation type of trade like this, we definitely need a precise entry. Alright, I can't lie, I'm trying to speed this up, but why is this taking so long? Okay. Alright. So let's log this over here. Alright, so this was good analysis. My entry was just a little bit too late though. That's the only thing I can really say about this trade. The stop and everything wasn't too bad. Definitely though, I was going to lose this anyway, so I think 30-point stop is fairs. I don't think we should do 40-point stop. June 1st, 2026. Hello? Minus 100. Alright, so this did not hear me properly. Alright, so there we go. Let's just move on to the next New York session. Alright, so right here. Now, of course, remove all the drawings. Okay, remove the indicator as well. Alright, so let's see what this trend is kind of looking like. So I'll leave 615, okay. Okay, I can't lie, I need to make this like more zoomed in for it to be like a real viewable trend. Alright, so we start here. Alright, so now let's take this and put it down here. Alright, so what can we see from this clearly? You can tell 1, 2, 3. We are in a downtrend. Shorts is what we should be looking for. You can tell we still have this imbalance, the downside, to fill. Of course, we should be looking for shorts. We do also have a little bit of an imbalance to the upside, but as you can tell from what happened around yesterday, I believe. Yeah, I mean like the day before. We don't exactly fill too much of that, so the market structure matters a little more. It's clear that we're in a bit of a downtrend. We just barely closed past this. So yeah, we are going to be looking for shorts. Now 813, okay, 870, okay. Right there is the level, and we can put something like, I mean, something with a little more taps. Okay, yeah, around here. All right. So plan is either gonna be push, retrace that, or it's gonna be straight up. We're gonna push it a little bit past this, and then we're gonna see the reaction from there. So those are our two options. Or, of course, the PD retrace as well. If it's already pushed down like 100 points from open, then it's not exactly like a very good level. Oh, yeah. It's not exactly a very good, like if it already pushed down 100 points, pumped or dumped, in either direction, then that right there is kind of like, a little too far. I'm gonna put my level pretty close, around like 780. Yeah, 780 should be good right below this wick. And if we have, yeah, I can't like, I'm like still struggling a little bit to understand how this is like, because I know SNR is supposed to be very different from velocity, but like these types of like push, retrace, second push really feels like velocity to me. But yeah. Alright, so let's put it on 2x, because I know it moves very quickly at open. And once again, okay, let me work this out. Yeah, like around here. So if it goes past our level and comes down that certain amount. Dang it. Alright, so it pushed immediately. 150-ish points. Where is like the nearest liquidity? Let's say, yeah, that's the close liquidity. So that'll be our level, just like another 100 points. So if it pushes up like 200 points, then we have an entry. 250-ish, I think, around. Okay, looks like we started to finally get a bit of resistance. I still think we're going to get a little more than that. Okay, now from here, once we start to get a little bit of push to the downside, okay. Right there. I hope that's not too much, like too early. Damn, 30 points? Ah, this low-key gonna get taken out. Yeah, it was a one strong bullish day. Yeah, this is something I gotta like learn a little bit more about, specifically the PD retrace. It feels like if you can like play around at my level and then move down, like what do I do about that? Yeah, seriously, don't know what to do about that. I think like around here I would start because this is another level of liquidity. Let's see, could I enter in here? Yeah, it's just like I'm struggling to understand what exactly it is that like I don't know. I know for a fact that it's got to be like a key level. You can see we definitely did have like we pushed a little bit past this liquidity area, this I guess swing high, and then we had a little bit of like waiting around, shall I say? And then now we're kind of stopping out. We're definitely slowing down here. All right, if it goes below like 160, I'll enter on that. Stop will be 30. Target will be 82. Alright, so this looks like a better entry. Yeah, I'm just kind of confused with these like PD retrace setups. I'm not entirely sure like because it's like if it's pushing up so much and we know like YM is very we know for a fact that YM like goes down after it goes up a lot, but it's like also we have to account for the fact that like it's so it's so I don't even know what to say, man. Like it's really volatile, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Yeah, alright, so 2 losses on those PD retrace setups. So what I'm learning is PD retrace setups are very like difficult. So this was a PD retrace setup. YM immediately shot up like around say 150, 250 points. And from there I was trying to catch shorts. Now with this it is pretty confusing. I can't lie, I'd rather take classic setups. I really do like PD retrace because it's kind of like top ticking or bottom ticking, but it is so difficult to time because sometimes it'll seriously just barely pump quickly like 100 points, and then other times like this is easily like 350 points that's pumping right now, and I lost 2 PD retrace setups because I couldn't catch it like properly, I guess. But I mean, it's still pumping up, you know. June 2nd, 2026. Minus 600. All right. Well, yeah, definitely don't feel too great about how it's like in the middle, you know, just took 2 losses. Yeah, so I'm definitely kind of like in the middle about that. Let's see. Okay, we definitely got some good levels. I try not to like manipulate my levels too much based on what I like want to see. I try to just point out some good levels. Okay, so I don't even need to draw it out. We're in a bit of a downtrend over here, and we have imbalance to the downside, so I'm going to favor shorts. 34, okay. I think I would rather put my level around here. Yeah, it's looking like some of the pre-market setups are pretty valid as well. Of course, I'm looking for shorts. Now, say if we had like a PD retrace setup, it seems like we had bounced off here 3 times, so I would look for that. Alright, well, let's see what happens. Yeah, it's like hard to tell. There's like different days. A lot of days happen differently, so it's difficult for me to understand, like, do I go with the trend or do I try to trade? Like here, we're in a downtrend, which means we have a lot of imbalance to the upside. So like before, I would normally take longs, but now, I'm trying to look for something a little different. I'm trying to look for shorts because the trend is your friend. So I'm just trying to continue seeing that trend. Okay, it looks like it's very slow today. Let's mark out like 20-ish points just for our entry. Dang, this is so slow. 2 minutes of straight nothing. It looks like we're finally getting up there. There's definitely a little bit of resistance here, like I see it, Alright. Alright, how well are we rejecting off? No, we're low-key not rejecting like that well. But let's see, does it create like a nice wick? Alright, I would have entered right over there. Bro, how the hell is it onto my stop while backtesting? Bro, you can see the resistance, but it's still pushing. Damn, another loss. Dang, I'm actually like low-key struggling to understand this. But it's good that I'm at least like taking a video, because, I'll send it to the people. Yeah. Oh yeah, so this is what the first week of June looks like. I don't know, man. I feel like when I'm backtesting, I perform so terribly. But when I'm like actually trading, like I don't perform as bad. Alright, well that's Wednesday. Pretty terrible trade. Terrible trade. June 3rd, 2026. Minus 300. Alright. Well, that's gonna be it for right now. Even that, like it took around like 6 minutes per day. 30 minutes. That's still faster than I used to do it, even with all the analysis. But regardless, I'm gonna be posting some more videos of me backtesting just because I want a lot of feedback and I low-key really need help. Yeah, watching on the 15-minute is like kind of difficult, but I don't know. Yeah, it's acquired for sure. Alright, well, thank you for watching, and I'll be posting some more backtesting videos later.